Hello, everyone. I'm Susanna from Eat Plants Be Well.
And I'm Dan, and I'm laughing.
And we are here. I remember on one of our Meatless Mondays,
Yes.
we talked about our beautiful Jarrahdale
Very
pumpkin that we got from Bud's Farm Market here in Evansville. Just a shout out. You'll have to wait till next summer, but if you want the best tomatoes in town, you need to go to Bud's.
Yeah.
So we bought this beautiful pumpkin, and we are finally going to cut it open and roast it.
It's taken us, what, a month?
I think it was. Well, I was traveling.
Great shelf life.
Yep, great shelf life.
Yep. This is a pumpkin. I'm not sure. I looked at the references. They're either originally from Australia or New Zealand, but they were hybrid there, and they can be a variation in color from like this green to a light blue, like a powder blue. It's really pretty.
Or here's another one.
Is that a Jarrahdale too?
I think so. Or it might be a Cinderella.
I think it might be.
Okay,
yeah.
but we've got this one too,
Yeah.
and we're going to save this one for later.
Now that one is actually heavier than this one is. This one is 16.8 pounds. That one's over 19.
Wow.
So, but the flesh in this is orange. It's a deep orange. They tend to be relatively sweet. They're good for pies. They're good actually for
More
savory. Yeah.
Yep, recipes. Yeah, it's supposed to be, from what Bud said, it's supposed to be like, we're going to also cut up this typical pie pumpkin that we're all used to in the United States. But this one is supposed to be like higher up in flavor.
Now, that's considered what I think a sugar.
Yes, a sugar pie pumpkin.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what I'm going to do first here is score, and I would recommend anytime you either cut a big gourd or a squash or a pumpkin that you. What?
Keep that. Yeah, I see that knife being wielded.
I'm scoring it first, so I'm going to stop going off on tangents.
Yes.
So we score it from around the top, right by the stem. And you get kind of a line in here, and what this does is allows your bigger knife to then not have to like stab it, and it also keeps it from cracking. Because particularly with big pumpkins, sometimes you can stick the knife in, and if you bend it the wrong way, you can actually crack the pumpkin instead of cutting it. But you want to do it all the way around carefully. I would recommend using a relatively sharp knife, but one that has a thick blade. This is a small knife, but it's got a thick blade because you don't want it bending on you when you're scoring it.
Yes.
That's when you get cut. So, and then what I tend to do is cut deeper on the bottom where the other stem connection is. And this isn't exactly, but it's close enough.
Wow, you got some there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Move that before I keep
move
cutting.
the fingers.
Your own, mostly.
Yes, yes.
All right, so I'm putting it in about 3/4 of an inch. Not specific or not exact.
You want me to come over on that side and hold it up for you, or you got
No, I
it?
think I got it.
Okay. Cool. I'm so excited. I haven't decided yet what I want to make with this pumpkin. I definitely know we're going to roast the seeds because we love the roasted pumpkin seeds, and that's really easy.
Now the other thing I tend to do carefully is cut around the stem. And then if you can, just pop off the stem because you don't need it to be on. And if you try to cut through this, that's when you're going to stab yourself.
Right.
At least I will. So this isn't a really thick stem.
No? You think it's going to come off easily?
I know it's going to come off
Okay.
because I'm going to take my time in cutting through this. Patience is the key issue.
Yes. That's why Dan is cutting this pumpkin and not me. I don't think, we're on the wrong side. If you live with someone who's left-handed, it's like I see this elbow. It could be very dangerous.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We've had 44 years to practice being
on the wrong side.
Yes.
I'm always on the wrong side.
when we cook, when we cook sometimes, Susanna asks me to bring something over, and invariably I put it on the wrong side
He
for
puts
her.
it on the left side, and I'm like, no, I need it on my right. That's there you go. Look at that.
See, and then it allows
So
your
cool.
scoring to come
Awesome.
all the way
So
across.
it looks like almost like a yellow.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'm going to cut this one in a little bit while you're cutting that one because I want people to see. But
And I go around it 2, sometimes 3 times before I actually use the big knife, because then I've done the majority of the work that I need to do.
right,
It's just safer.
right. Yeah, that's what it is the most important, right? Is safety.
Safety first.
Safety first.
As my dad used to tell me with tools,
Yes.
even though I wasn't always.
Cool. So if you have some ideas while you're watching this of what we can make with this pumpkin, this is the first time that we've ever
Yeah.
had one. I mean, I've seen them the last couple of years, mostly as decoration in,
Yeah.
in front of people's houses or at the farmer's market.
The first time we went to Bud's, we actually thought this was just a
Right.
decorative pumpkin.
Right,
I
exactly.
actually thought it was a gourd.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a pumpkin.
Yep. But he enlightened us.
Indeed he did.
So, but we've had this one for a couple weeks, but we're told that they will last well, throughout the winter as long as they're in a cool, dry place.
All right.
At least
Oh, see. it's-
65
and
degrees.
I don't know if you can see, but this is a very thick. It's essentially what, a butcher knife, I think.
Yeah, chef's knife.
Chef's knife.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong terminology.
Yeah. So we're excited to try. I have a feeling this is going to be the first of many
Yes,
times you're going to be
Yes.
cutting a pumpkin like this. So you okay with that?
I love cutting pumpkins.
All right.
Thing that's great about gourds and pumpkins, unlike watermelons, is you don't get juice all over the place.
Right. They're more dry inside.
All right, and then I tend to go across this and take it all the way through, and I do this on the top and the bottom before I split it.
I wonder how many seeds it will have.
I hope
it will
a
have
lot.
as many. I hope so
Because you're
too.
going to do what with them?
I'm going to roast them.
There's nothing in a pumpkin, essentially, you have to waste.
Right.
And fresh pumpkin seeds
Oh,
are so
it's
good.
so good. Yeah, they're so good. And fresh pumpkin.
Yes, yeah. But I'll be interested in seeing or tasting these seeds with that recipe that we did for the other pumpkin seeds. Remember the one we made, the ones that we made for Thanksgiving? For that salad you made?
Yeah, the bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be
we just
interesting to
used
see.
pumpkin seeds and spiced them. They were a little warm too. We put a little bit
Yeah.
of chili powder. I'm trying to
Delicious.
think of the other spices. But we
Was it
roasted.
smoked paprika too?
I think so. I think so. So it was supposed to be reminiscent of a bacony, smoky kind of flavor that we put over a Brussels sprout salad.
Now the average person will
So-
tell you don't cut toward yourself, but when you're doing it nice and slow, famous last words,
Right.
you should be okay. I've almost got through it.
It's getting there. I love the color of this one. Like Dan said, some of the Jarrahdale pumpkins are blue. They're really
Yeah.
light blue. They're really pretty.
You
This
should get
one
that catalog and
I just liked.
I think they had a picture of one that was
Oh,
blue.
did they?
I
Let
think.
me see. Where did I put it? I don't remember what I did with it. I can't find it. I
That's
just
okay.
got a new Baker's Creek heirloom
Yeah.
seed catalog because
Planning
I'm
for next
planning
year.
for next year. We are really going to up our game with
Indeed.
planting, and we are also
There she
going
blows.
to get.
Oh,
Oh, my
look at that.
goodness! Look how beautiful, and look at those seeds.
Look, that is just.
Yeah. Oh my
gorgeous.
goodness! Look
It's
at
a
the
heart.
seeds. I know it is a heart.
Here you go, Susanna.
Oh,
Come here.
Wait, I gotta get a spoon and then we gotta take a picture. I wanted to get a spoon
You're taking too long.
to get that out.
I pumpkin you.
Aw, how sweet. Let me go ahead. I want to take a picture of the inside.
I'm gonna try something.
Are you gonna eat it?
It's sweet.
Is it sweet?
Mmm.
Yum, yum, yum.
I
Wow.
can't place the end taste.
Huh.
That's good.
All right, so I'm gonna start peeling this. So I'm gonna move over here
Okay.
because what we are going to do.
Where do you want these in here?
No, I'm gonna put the seeds in there. So if you want to get that little one cut, that didn't even take that long, did it?
Oh, you want the seeds
Yes,
in there? You
in
said?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just going to take out all this stuff. And
Okay.
usually what I do with the seeds is I will, are you on camera? I think so.
There we go.
Usually what I do with the seeds, now this is a lot drier than the other pumpkin, but what I will do with the seeds is go ahead and boil them with all this stuff on them, although I don't think I really need to with these.
How long did you boil them?
I just boil them for about 3 or 4 minutes just to clean off. It kind of helps, it makes it easier to clean off all this stuff.
Right.
And then I use a little bit of salt. Basically all I really use is salt. I guess I could put other spices.
And then once they're roasted, you can eat not
I eat
just
the
the
whole thing.
inside, but the outside, and the fiber in these
Yeah.
are just astounding.
Yeah, but the seeds are really, really big. They're
Yeah.
bigger. I wonder if we save a couple of seeds, if we could grow our own pumpkin next
Gotta
year.
give it a shot. Why not? These aren't organic though, are they?
I think Bud
You know, I
said
think you're
he
right.
buys, he buys the best quality.
He really has a
So-
great place. For any of you who watch this who are in Evansville, if you take Weinbach all the way down towards I-69, you go under I-69, and there's a quick right turn. It looks like it's out in the middle of nowhere, but
Yeah, you think
boy,
you're
does he
going out in
have-
the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
but
He has some beautiful greenhouses,
yes.
and my goodness, he just has some of the best produce.
the best tomatoes in town.
There we go.
Awesome. Definitely the best tomatoes in town. All right, so
I'm gonna come over here.
what we're gonna do, yeah. So see, I'm just kind of cleaning these off, but I'm not gonna do the tedious job of getting all of it off. I'm just gonna use my spoon to clean this out. But if I leave some of the stuff in here, I'm not gonna be worried about it. Then I'm going to put these on our baking sheet, probably in a 350 oven, and I'm going to put them this way, okay, so down like this, and I'm just going to bake them. I'll
Cut side down.
cut side down, and I'll start with maybe 45 minutes, and then check them and add more time.
That's one of the best
As
suggestions that I can take from Susanna's cooking instructions is set it for less and check on it.
Right.
With most things that you bake, you do that, and it's a good idea. It doesn't mean you do it by estimate, but if it says for 20 minutes, set it for 15 and then check it.
Right, just for squashes and things like that. I know
Yeah.
when we make spaghetti squash,
Yeah.
we like it to be crunchy. We like it to have
Yeah.
some texture. And when I first started cooking them, I know, and plus you never know. Do you have a medium, a
Look at this
large?
one.
Most of the time the recipes don't differentiate.
See, this is a really good pumpkin. You can tell by the middle stuff here has the strings, but then a chunk in the middle, which tells you that it's firm all the way through. This doesn't really heavy on the seeds, but most of your seeds are going to be right around the middle here.
Right.
And that's the case with all pumpkins. It's a beautiful pumpkin.
Yeah,
I
that
gotta
one's
try
from
something.
Buds too. They're all from Ben's. That's where we got all our pumpkins this year.
And depending, I mean, his prices are really good, but you know, if it's towards the end of the growing season, he gives you some pretty good discounts.
How is it? Good?
My younger sister loves to eat
Raw sweet potato.
raw sweet potato and pumpkin.
Right.
Although sweet potato she just loves.
All right, so this is about as good as I'm going to clean this out. Let me use this little knife a little bit just to cut
We're not going to
some.
cut this one, so
No,
I'm going to move it.
we're not going to cut that one. We're
Although
going to
I want to
save
see
it.
the inside of it.
I do too.
You don't need to save these, do you?
Save what? No, I don't need those.
It's amazing how light they are.
All right, so
You
yeah. So that's about
want to
as
show them?
much as I'm going to cut
Wow.
out. And then, like I said, we're going to need another pan, but I'm going to put this one here and in a 350 oven, and then we will roast it.
Do
Okay?
you use a sheet
We're
or?
going to wait. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm just going to
All right.
I'm gonna finish cleaning this one out, but you guys, I don't think they need to watch
Right.
us
Agreed.
cleaning out a pumpkin.
See,
but
that's going to be
just
quite
again,
a few seeds. That's
yeah.
just a little over half the pumpkin.
And this one, oh, I can't believe the difference. I pick up this one and I need 2 hands, and I pick up this one, and these seeds are pretty good size too. They're
Yeah.
not as big, but I think
But there is a difference. Look.
there is a difference. Yep, there's quite a bit of difference.
So there's the difference between
Yeah.
the Jarrahdale
Jarrahdale
and the
and
sugar.
the sugar pie
I don't know if you
pumpkin.
can see that.
So I
Cool.
don't know if you can still find some of these pumpkins in your stores. You might be able to.
Could be.
You know, I know I definitely will buy
know,
one again.
The
So what was
can
the
I-
difference? Yeah,
This
go
is
ahead.
actually sweeter than the sugar pumpkin.
Really?
I kid you not.
Which is sweeter?
This one. Yeah. Oh, it's good. You don't like it raw, right?
I don't like to eat it raw. No. Good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Okay, everyone, so this is part 1 of our video. Getting the pumpkins open. Good job, Dan. You did it without any...
No loss of blood.
No mishap. I didn't want to say that. I just no mishap. Everybody has
Yeah.
their fingers, and we are all good.
You know, you could if you're worried. What are those kinds of gloves you can get?
Oh
that-
yes, there are gloves. I bought some for the guys that are I don't know if they're totally cut proof, but they just they're
Yeah. They
if
remind
you
me
have
of
them
the
on-
ones that
They're almost-
jousters use, like a
yes,
chain
like
mail
the chain.
almost.
Yeah. But so next time we're going to do a quick video after they're roasted
Yep.
to show you, and then I'm going to clean it out.
Yep.
And then I'm trying to decide. I know I'm going to be making some Christmas presents
Yes.
with
Yes.
this pumpkin. Make some baked goods
Yep.
for Christmas treats for some people we know. And then
Some good friends.
I'm going to do some research on what to do with this Jarrahdale
Yeah.
pumpkin, because I'm really excited. I'll probably end up freezing some too.
You know, you should make a pumpkin pie with this.
Oh gosh, yeah, we
You're-
didn't even have a pumpkin pie for
No.
Thanksgiving.
But you should make that one that has no
So,
crust.
we
She makes
really
a pumpkin
should.
pie that doesn't have a crust.
It's a really
That's-
good pumpkin pie. We really
excellent.
do need to make it. So, well, all right. If you have any ideas on what you'd like to see us make,
Or
love all those seeds.
Experiments with pumpkin of things that you've tried that we may
Yes.
not have even heard of.
Yes.
We're willing to take suggestions because, as you can see, we have a lot of pumpkin.
Yeah, we have a lot of pumpkin. But I love pumpkin. And you know who else is pumpkin loves? Who else pumpkin loves? Who else loves pumpkin?
Who?
Who? Who do we have in this house that loves pumpkin?
Joshua?
Oh,
The dogs.
the dogs.
Yes. And it's
Pumpkin
really good for them,
It's
right?
very good for dogs. I know Toby has stomach issues. I don't know if it's his breed or what.
Yeah.
But our vet said pumpkin is very soothing to doggies' tummies. And I can guarantee you he's not out here now because it's raw. But when I start cooking this and when it starts to getting, we get those good smells from the oven, he's going to be out in the kitchen.
Isn't it good for the lining of their intestines, I think, too?
I don't know exactly what.
Sure
But
settles him down.
this is a good amount. So like I said, I'll take a picture. I'm going to put these in just some water and let them boil for 3-4 minutes just because then it'll be easier to clean them off.
Right.
From all this stuff.
Yeah, and you don't want to cook the seeds.
No, we don't want to cook them,
yeah.
but it just gets the thing off. And they're not as slimy.
No.
The other pumpkin, they were a little bit more, these are a little bit more,
And it could
bad
be,
slimy.
I'm sure it's the breed.
Right, of pumpkin.
So.
All right, well, thanks so much for watching. And stay tuned for Jarrahdale Pumpkin Part 2.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.